Hello and welcome back. Bardia Fereidooni here with Coldwell Banker. Today I have a new market update for you. It is May 5th, 2022. If you didn't know, I'm a University Park Realtor and resident specialist. Let's get into it. So the topic for today is, as housing slows down, when will the prices drop? Knowing where supply and demand is in Southern California, the values are still on the rise. We are still in a hot market. There's little supply and a lot of demand. You might see tons of articles and tons of noise, especially coming from the news about market crashing and whatnot. But remember, do not believe the news. It is just meant to scare you. This is what's happening in today's housing market. Imagine you're driving a car and the speedometer is over 220. The arrow is way past the numbers. That's when the housing market during COVID was just insane. Now what's happened is, imagine that same car downshifting and the speed is now showing 75 miles per hour. We were going from over 220 to 75 miles an hour. That's basically today's housing market. The car is not moving backwards, it's still moving forward, just not over 220 miles an hour. We're still moving forward, but just at slower pace. And that translates to going from an insanely hot seller's market to just a regular seller's market. We were seeing appreciations over 20% year over year for houses. Now it's looking more like 5%. It's still appreciating, but because interest rates are higher and if they stay up, we're just gonna appreciate at a slower pace. But it's not moving backwards yet. So what do we need in today's market for house prices to go down? Well, the secret ingredient is supply, and we're gonna talk about that. We have 15% more homes, or 2,250 homes, more on the market from last week, and it's the largest increase since January 2014. Last year, this time, we had 5% less inventory. 3-year average prior to COVID, 122%, or 37,000 more homes. So you can see how much of an inventory or supply we're lacking in today's market. And currently, we have about 17,000 homes on the market. Stephen Thomas's prediction for end of this year's inventory is about 30,000 homes that we'll have on the market by the end of the year. So where are the interest rates today? It's around 5.62%. We were at this same level around November 2008. As you can see on this graph, the dotted orange line is the interest rates in today, so you can see it's going up quite rapidly. And the green dotted line is the interest rates in 2013. They went up pretty drastically as well. Solid orange line is the listings for 2022, and the solid green is the listings for 2013. As you can see in 2013, when the rates went up, the green dotted line, you can see the inventory went up, which is a green solid line. So now in 2022, the orange dotted line went up, and you can see the inventory is starting to go up as well. The forecast is that overpriced properties, or properties that are not in good condition or bad location, meaning very close to the highway, those are the properties that will probably stay on the market as time goes on. So if you have one of those properties backed by the freeway, it's not in a good condition, now is the best time to sell those. And here's the overview of the inventory in SoCal. As you can see, the orange dotted line is 50,000, and where we are right now is just around 17,000. That's how much more room we have to grow, and that's how little inventory we have at the moment. And this slide is gonna give you some really good perspective. On the bottom, current inventory around 17,000. In 2019, where we had a lot more inventory, it's at 43,000. And I believe the Great Recession was at 120,000. This is gonna give you a lot of good understanding of where the numbers need to be for prices to get affected or go down. There's a new trend. What is that trend? Number of homes coming on the market, inventory. And take a look at this chart and let me give you some perspective. In 2022, we were missing 29,000 homes. In 2021, and this is for the whole year, 20,000 homes. But January to April 2022, we're missing 15,000 homes. So just in 4 months, that's how much homes we are missing. What does that mean? That means people are deciding to not sell their house. They have great rates, they're locked in, They're happy to be where they are and they don't need to sell. And that's one of the main reasons why we don't have much inventory. Now, demand. Something has changed. For the first time in such a long time, we have more inventory than demand, but we're not quite there yet. For us to be in a slightly buyer's market, we need to be over 60,000 homes on the market, and right now we're only at around 17,000. And the next graph is going to show you exactly what I mean. Take a look. The orange dotted line is 61,000, and where we are now is around 17,000. So for prices to go down and for us to go in a buyer's market, that's the inventory we have to reach. So that's going to give you some really good perspective on where we are. As you can see, we are so far away from that. How fast is the market moving right now? Very fast. Today, the expected days on market time is 34 days. The 3-year average prior to COVID is around 64 days. So 34, 64, you can see we're still moving very fast. And 7 weeks ago, it was 24 days, as you can see on the slide. Now, how long would the days on market need to be for us to be in a buyer's market? Well, take a guess. Right now we're at 34 days on market. 3-year prior to COVID was at 64. But for us to be in a buyer's market, we need to be around 120 days on market. So now you can really see how fast we're moving and how far we are from the market crashing. So that's it for today's market update. If you want to receive alerts for these market updates specifically, there's a number in the description. Send a text saying you're interested. So as soon as this video or the future ones get published, you will be notified. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Always feel free to call me if you have any questions. I live here in University Park and can help you. If you're looking to sell your house, I'd be more than happy to sit down and discuss with you on how I can help you sell your house for most, because I am the top agent in this area. I hope you have a great week. Take care. Ciao.